Play.
This year, Jamie Murray to serve and get us started here in the mixed doubles final.
Love you, Jamie.
When Martina Hingis announced her retirement, Jamie looking for a new partner. He texted Bethany and she was ready to jump right in a partnership, and here they are.
15.
Well, I think there might have been two very disappointed players in the tennis world at the time of Martina announcing her retirement. One was her doubles partner, Zhang. They were combining extremely well, and of course Jamie Murray.
Martina, she's got what, almost about 50 Grand Slam titles with her great career.
Rick, I think these opening few minutes, couple of games at least, might be a few nerves up the end of Rosolska and Mektic. It's a big moment for them to play their first ever Grand Slam final and get used to the enormity of this court.
14.
Second ace for Jamie. Bethany, always a fan favorite here in the United States with her flamboyant style and great success. So you would expect the crowd is going to be behind that team, and they get off to a good start with a service hole to begin the match.
Yes, when you're multiple Grand Slam champions, men's and women's doubles respectively, and they're also picked up a handful of mixed doubles. You've played out on the big stages, and you covet as one of the leading players in the doubles game. You want to be able to get out and show your game. And they're accustomed to playing on these major stages. Mattek-Sands and Murray, these two probably going to have to really rely upon each other in the first few games just to try and settle their nerves.
Light for service.
Mark, you had such great success with Todd Woodbridge forming the Woodies, but also John McEnroe, Martina Navratilova, so many other different partners you've had success with.
15 months.
An ace for Mektic. And those first matches with a new partner, how do you develop that chemistry? Do you kind of hold back a little bit in your game until you develop a comfort level, or how does that work?
Nicely put away there by Rosolska. Moving backwards. Rick, yes, chemistry is important, and that ability to communicate. I mean, John McEnroe, are you talking about that there's no communication? It was one-way traffic initially from him to me.
14.
But I think that the willingness to pair with someone that enjoyed not just being a singles player, but a doubles player, and the opportunity in mixed to perform well. And certainly Martina was arguably one of the great players, not just on the singles court, but the doubles court as well.
1 game all first set.
Love hold for 1-all. So Rosolska and Mektic settling in quickly.
Bethany Mattek-Sands to serve.
Able to spot her a mile away. Always flamboyantly dressed and The fans love that.
Love 15.
No nerves for Rosolska now. She is settled in.
After a solid return from Mektic and not hovering on the baseline, wanting to close the court down. Rosolska putting away shoulder high volley.
Fifteen all.
See the communication. This is what happens in between each point between these two. It'll happen with the pair up the other end as well, but it's just to sort a few things out here. The tactics, direction of serve, whether Jamie's going to move across, whether Bethany's even going to serve and volley.
15-13.
Facing a little pressure on that serve right now. Bethany's won a couple of Grand Slam mixed doubles championships. 2015, the French with Mike Bryan. 2012, the Australian Open with Horia Takao.
And you can see the difference, Rick, when Bethany lands a first serve. That invites Jamie Murray into the point. He's able to do what he is renowned for up at net, using that long reach off of that 6'3" frame.
30-14.
Brilliant return. Mektic finding the range and a break point chance.
Well, she may have to watch out if she's serving into the body of Mektic, but that backhand return of his is lights out. Has great control on it.
And the net unkind there. So now we're at the deciding point of this game. That's going to be way along, and a break of serve for Rosolska and Mektic. Welcome back, Alicia Rosolska to serve at 2-1 here in the mixed doubles final.
Love 15.
The double fault there for Rosolska. So, Rick, I'm a believer that even though they've just broken serve, and normally you would think that you'd be, riding a huge wave, but she might be at her most vulnerable time right now. Just really struggling with that serve, and hopefully she will. And she bounced back strong in the semi-finals.
Mattek-Sands pounding that return, and it's love 30.
And you can see Mektic just crossing slightly too early. He's trying to time it at the point of contact. A bit more freedom on that first serve there. She generated some more pace. Missing long.
(15-13).
Mektic, good play at the net.
Yes, and we'll see both of the men out here today, when their partners are serving, is to really try and get involved, try and distract the opponents returning, but also attract the ball so that they can put the volley away.
30 all.
Kind of like that.
Yeah. Once again, it helps when Alicia Rosolska can land that first serve. It's well placed, has some speed. Brilliant.
40-30.
And she sure is getting her partner involved in this game now.
And that's part of the blending, combining. She doesn't need to overserve. She can just control that first serve into play. It's an advantage. And look at the athleticism by Mektic.
Game Rosolska Mektic.
Well, Nicola has the answer. Virtually every point.
Rosolska Mektic lead 3 games to 1 per set.
Back that break for a 3-1 lead.
And again, I love the smiles on these two, their faces after winning that particular game. Probably with relief.
USOpenShop.org is the official shop for 2018 US Open merchandise. Tees, caps, towels, outerwear, all at USOpenShop.org. Well, Mark, you mentioned Mattek-Sands' eagerness to handle the pace of the male partner on the other side. She was right there for the shot. Once again, Mektic at net.
And anything that really is floating down the middle of the court, that's where I would expect Mektic as well as Jamie Murray to try and get across and get racket on the ball.
Couple of game points for Jamie Murray. Reached the Wimbledon final with Victoria Azarenka this year. Earlier in the Grand Slams, first round exit at the Australian with Letitia Chan. And the French Open with Katerina Siniakova. Mektic to serve.
Love 15.
First event for both of these teams, and times look like they've played together for quite a while.
I love the serve of Mektic. Very smooth, rhythmical, and it's consistent. It's another big game for him to be able to just control his pace and direction. Land as many first serves as possible.
There's always the pressure, I would imagine, playing in a final like this, but I'm sure coming in they probably didn't.
15, 13.
Have tremendous expectations, so maybe they're playing a little freer now that they've settled into this match.
Well, again, they've had to put the disappointment aside of their results in the men's doubles and the ladies doubles. See Bethany just getting tagged in the back by her partner. But yes, Mektic going out early in the doubles.
40-15.
His usual partner, Alex Peya, is out injured at the moment, so he paired up with Jürgen Melzer. He went out in the third round. Rosolska, her partner, they went out too early as well. They were seeded, Abigail Spears. They lost first round, so bounced back nicely, reaching the final here.
I think I mentioned Mattek-Sands and Lucy Safarova going a little bit farther in women's doubles. They actually were taken out the second round by the top seeded team, Krejcikova and Siniakova, who went on to the semifinals and were beaten yesterday by Ashley Barty and Coco Vandeweghe, and they are on to the women's finals against Babos and Mladenovic. That'll be tomorrow.
Game Rosolska Mektic. Rosolska Mektic.
Solid game for 4-2. A concerned Martina Hingis looking on here. Former Grand Slam partner Jamie Murray and partner having to rally. Down 2-4. We see normally, Mark, matches swinging so dramatically in a breakup serve, but in this format with that deciding point, I would think it's easier to get back into the mix.
Love 15.
Well, the momentum shifts will still can happen in mixed because of that champions tiebreaker. That you know, if you might build up a lead, but if you lose your concentration, it can quickly swing around, and then quickly comes up that breaker.
Love 13.
Brilliant return by Rosolska.
Okay, so this is not traveling the way that Murray and Mattek-Sands. They would have started this match the strong favourite. Created a bit of a hole for themselves here.
Finally, it's Mattek-Sands who decides things at net. Got to dig out of a love 30 hole.
So you can see the hands of Rosolska there. Very able, even though she's in no man's land, but she was aware the racket was ready.
(15-14).
Double break point now for Rosolska and Mektic.
This is really a big point for Mektic.
Disappointing for Rosolska, who came up with the difficult volleys at net and just long.
But how well did she hang in? Good hands there. She's got another couple coming at her. Frustrated. How did I miss that simple one?
Mattek-Sands and Murray battle back for a deciding point.
Rick, we're at the deciding point once again, and just to remind people at home, it'll be gender to gender. Bethany will serve once again to Rosolska.
Game Rosolska Mektic.
And coming up with a big play at net, Mektic.
Rosolska Mektic lead 5
he
games to
and
2
Rosolska now up 5-2. Big moment for Alicia Rosolska and partner Nikola Mektic. serving for this first set.
15 love.
Mark, you've called a couple of matches for this team. What stands out about this team that's helped to get them here to the final?
I really love the chemistry. I'm enjoying on the change of ends. They're able to have a few smiles on their faces. Love it.
30 love.
How brilliant was that? And look at that beaming smile from Alicia Rosolska. Not an easy one. Her weight is going away from the general direction where she wants to play the overhead, but splits Mattek-Sands and Murray.
Too
hot to handle for Murray.
They've done extremely well to go up 5-2. Rosolska and Mektic at insurance break. Second break of serve is always valuable, whether you're playing singles, doubles, or mixed. Just some breathing space.
Wow. Little frustration worked out there by Bethany.
And have a look at her face afterwards. She just thumps this return. Jamie Murray better check his hand, because when she high-fives him, she's definitely slapping with some power.
40-13.
Murray unable to rescue that ball. And now it's set point.
Miss Mattek-Sands
And that's in.
on the left baseline.
There will be a
The
challenge.
ball is
And why not? This could be the last point of the set. All these challenges available.
Well, I think they feel like she's made this.
Chase review tells us
Oh,
just out. Can't get any closer. And now
deciding point.
with a deciding point in play, what a swing that could bring to this match.
definitely could. All up to Bethany to see if she can put in a quality return.
Game maker set Rosolska.
No doubt about that one.
Mektic.
But she lost it on the deciding point both times. So this pair are not that far away from actually turning this match around.
15 love.
Jamie served the opening game of the match, and that featured a couple of aces.
See if they can rely upon their experience now. Just to remain calm. Recognize that it was only a couple of deciding points.
Jamie looks to the sky. He felt he was there.
30-15.
Leading it to 30-15.
Well, I think Bethany, after Jamie misses this forehand, she was just questioning the umpire whether Rosolska made a legal shot, like probably to her eyes that it was maybe a double hit, but the umpire saying it was one complete swing.
Murray and Mattek-Sands have dropped 2 sets in their run to the final. Both times it was the second set, so having to come back from the love 1 deficit.
(40-15).
And Murray and Mattek-Sands hold.
That's not one sweat.
Well,
she's done that same shot 3 times.
Just having a couple of words there in regards to that point
First game,
in that last game. Murray and Mattek-Sands feeling like it was a double hit. But maybe, sorry, maybe that's what they need to get them fired up a little bit. They can grab an early service break.
Mektic serving, native of Croatia, his partner from Poland. Winning return just out of the reach of Rosolska. Coco played singles until 2016. Decided to go doubles exclusively after that. Reached the semifinals at Wimbledon last year. Some pressure on his serve now at 15-30. This summer he and Peya beat the team of Jamie Murray and Bruno Suarez in Toronto at the Rogers Cup event in Canada. And reached the quarters in Cincinnati the following week.
No challenge.
Men's doubles. We passed the year of Jamie Murray.
It has to be a very concise volley, firmly struck to get it past Jamie Murray, or at least through him.
Turned it around for game point.
Game Rosolska Mektic.
And they hold for 1-all.
1 game all.
Mektic with his biggest serve so far today at 118 miles per hour. Murray's biggest one has been at 117. As now Mattek-Sands will serve.
Love 15.
Brilliantly done by Mektic after making the return of serve. Barrels into net. Takes that middle ball that Mattek-Sands was hoping for some safety.
Just missing. Haven't seen those classic Murray volleys too often so far in this match. He's not been able to get into the points.
Yeah, that Bethany misses that first serve, kind of leaves Jamie stranded. He has to commit early to being involved.
40-15.
Takes care of business on the last 2 points. First double fault for the team. Still got a game point here for 2-1.
Game, Mattek-Sands, Murray.
Gets it done. We're on serve here in the second set.
Mattek-Sands, Murray, 2-1, second set. First set, Rosolska, Mektic.
Rosolska and Mektic taking the first set decisively 6-2. On serve here in the second. And it's Alicia Rosolska to serve.
So this team have been traveling along extremely well. Remember, this is their maiden opportunity to win a Grand Slam. Handled the nerves so far, but they're going to start to get bigger. Those nerves, after they've won the first set, maybe at the closing end of this second set is a juncture that pay attention to.
30 love.
Good start on the Rosolska serve. They're battle tested twice. They've dropped the first set. En route to get to the finals, they've been able to bounce back. So they've faced some adversity along the way. See where it takes them today here in the final.
Left, second service.
Alicia had a double fault in her first service game of the match.
It's almost like he pushes a button, Mektic, and out goes the arm, extends out off balance. He has to also pay attention to how close he is to the net. Great camera work there.
40-15.
Mattek-Sands trying to spark her team. It lands in.
It's a good idea. They haven't had that much success, Murray and Mattek-Sands, by trying to return traditionally cross-court because of Mektic. So they should entertain going down the line or even throwing a lob return.
Game, Rosolska, Mektic.
And that's good. Great angle
games all
and a
7-7.
great reaction on that return by Nikola Mektic. And they get the job done. Hold for 2-all.
That's a huge game for me, Rick, to be able to hold onto the serve, go to 2-all. Even though they've got the two guys, their serves will become, but the pair has won the first set.
La 15.
They'll have that opportunity to have a crack at Bethany's serve. Jamie Murray's been holding serve consistently well in this match so far. So has Mektic.
Mattek-Sands broken twice in that first set.
Love 13.
And a great start for this team on the Jamie Murray serve.
And there, those long hands that he just extends out, still able to control it with the racket head quite a distance away from his body.
Well, with all his success at net, finally missed one.
15-13.
And that could be a key point right there. They were on top of that point from the moment the return went over.
Instead of love 40, it's 15-30.
30-all.
And the slider brings Murray and Mattek-Sands even at 30-all. Football called there on Murray. Now he's got a game point. That foot fault brings to mind kind of a unique style of Jamie on his serve in terms of stepping ahead.
Yeah, he brings that left foot forward. I think it was the right toe that edged over to the line. I mean, what a master. Pick up that half volley. Go back to that love 30 point.
Let for service. Mektic is challenging the call on the right service line. The ball's called in.
The pressure was building up on Jamie Murray's serve, and it's been extinguished or let out enough. He now has game point.
First service.
That's another first serve.
Rosolska, Mektic have 2 challenges remaining. Let for service.
See that knee taped up for Jamie and gave him some difficulty at Wimbledon. See how far back behind the line he stands to begin. It's amazing he doesn't foot fault more often. You're not looking at your toes when you're serving.
It's practice, isn't it? Over and over.
Game, Mattek-Sands.
He comes back to hold. Mektic to serve at 2-3 in the second.
15-9.
So the communication still operating between Mektic and Rosolska.
Mattek-Sands standing in for that second serve, and she was able to pick it off.
We heard on the change of ends, Mektic just letting his partner know that there might be a few balls coming at her. On this side in particular, there could be a chip lob from Jamie Murray.
$30-15.
So for me, Rick, it seems like that Mektic knows quite a bit of the strengths and weaknesses of Jamie Murray. Possibly through practicing together, playing against each other several times on the tour. Well done.
40-15.
Solid all-around game for these two. Mektic, he's been so strong at net in his opportunities. You'd think he'd be taller than 6 feet tall.
That's true.
It was Brad Gilbert gave Jamie Murray the nickname of Stretch. He's 6'3" and extremely long arms for what he can reach.
Out. Game, Rosolska, Mektic.
Well, the ball landing just below the chair umpire.
Near sideline, the ball's called out.
Billie makes the call, but it's going to be challenged here. We'll have a chase review.
This is right under her chair.
Game, Rosolska,
Great call.
Mektic.
And a hold for 3-all.
Second set. Mattek-Sands Murray had 2 turns remaining.
So the pressure at the moment going back and forth. See how Bethany handles the attention on her serve.
Overrule on the serve. Boy, Bethany wanted that one. Slider right to the corner, but apparently out. She gets the point anyway. Bethany having some struggles on serve in the opening set, but everything's been fine here in the second.
$30-15.
Murray vacating the area. Mektic taking full advantage.
This sometimes can happen. You can see Jamie, he kind of threw in that fake move, pulled back trying to help out Bethany. Here's Judy Murray, other two, Andy and Jamie. She was on the bus this morning that I caught.
Oh, really?
Courts. I think she just arrived. I haven't seen her around the grounds through the tournament.
Well struck down the line. Mattek-Sands and Murray holding the second, and now it's Alicia Rosolska to try to keep pace.
Love 15.
Well, you can't cover every piece of the court. With that serve going wide, it really does open up a few opportunities for Jamie Murray.
15 all.
See if they change it up here. You can see that Mektic captaining this team, so he'd be just helping Rosolska with the direction, where to serve.
Murray a couple of winners. That pleases his former partner, Martina Hingis.
And because Mektic is so close to the net, it doesn't have to be a great lob. It doesn't have to have a lot of depth. It just needs to clear him, and then they move forward. That's the brand of Murray and Mattek-Sands, trying to win from the net.
Quick hands, and Mattek-Sands winning out. 2 break points.
15-14.
So not only are they dealing with an inspired team, Murray and Mattek-Sands starting to get the crowd involved as well.
30-14.
Like yesterday at the men's doubles final, the fans allowed to sit down close to the court here at Arthur Ashe Stadium and really create a nice atmosphere. I know the men's competitors enjoyed that yesterday. And break point story. Mattek-Sands ripping another forehand, and they break through for 5-3. Now serve for the second set.
And
persistence pays off.
Second set.
Murray and Mattek-Sands, just about every return bar one went down the line. And that's just a defensive response by Mektic there, thanks to the pace of Mattek-Sands' return. And talk about momentum swings. This can happen very quickly right now. Jamie Murray stepping up to serve, level the set, and then they move quickly into a champions tiebreaker. They've got to really try and draw the line in the sand, Rosolska and Mektic.
15-all.
Mattek-Sands just missing. Murray serves not been broken in this match. Foot fault again. Bethany taking that one for the team.
In the forearm.
Considering what she's gone through, hip injury, knee injury.
She'd take the hit on the forearm, yeah?
Yes,
she's a tough girl.
Let's for service.
Mektic and Rosolska designs on trying to break back.
You can see Rosolska there as Jamie Murray was starting his action on the serve. She was hedging across, trying to cover the lefty swing serve out wide.
Murray strong again. Now a set point for 1-set-all.
That time, Rosolska going back further. See if she can get a decent hit here on this second serve.
Yes.
Draws the error, and we're at deuce, deciding point. Murray serving to Mektic.
She's rebounded nicely, Rosolska, dealing with losing her serve on the last game. That was a well-struck return. This deciding point again.
And Murray hooks it in. And we're at 1-set-all. Jamie's mother looking on, approving.
1-set-all.
It's Mattek-Sands and Murray who have the momentum going in.
1-0.
It's Rosolska.
Rosolska Mektic.
Who takes care of the first point. It's a 10-point tiebreak.
And you'll notice in the tiebreaker that the fellas here will have to serve from the opposite ends on where they were playing the first two sets. Obviously want to get off to a start. They have a little bit more pace on that first serve. Semi-final match for Bethany and Jamie. They got through 10-8 in the super tiebreaker. They were neck and neck with their opponents until the second to last point.
Rosolska Mektic.
Mektic and Rosolska nose in front here. And it's their serve.
So predominantly in this match, she's been going either to the body or swinging it down the tee to Bethany. That's where that serve was headed. Same with the second serve. And Rick, it just doesn't allow much angle for Bethany to go with on the return of serve. And it also brings in Mektic at net.
You know, and he's been able to get involved. He has been superb in this match. They win both points on the Rosolska serve, 4-1.
And that's, I think, the oxygen point for Rosolska and her partner. To be able to win her 2 points gives them a fresh boost of some breathing space.
Easy put away for Jamie Murray. Nice crowd for this mixed doubles final.
So clearly Bethany and Jamie would love to win this point to close down, close the gap for Mektic here. He can just stay calm, not try to go crazy with a big return. All back over.
Murray automatic in that spot on court. Nicole Mektic. Serving at 4-3 in this championship tiebreak. Rosolska could not climb the ladder for that one. Back even at 4-all.
And it began with the return of serve. Forcing a defensive response, and Jamie giving you some advice there to just take your time. And the slap of the hands, ouch.
Murray, a winning return. And Mattek-Sands and Murray win both points on the Mektic serve.
Mattek-Sands, Murray.
They're in front 5-4.
And there's the bunt return from Jamie. Anything into his body, he really just absorbs any pace provided. Sneaks it up the line.
Momentum clearly with Mattek-Sands and Murray.
And they're short points at the moment, going the way of the pair on screen.
They're in control now at 7-4, 3 points away. Rosolska to serve.
Well, it's been a 6-point swing. Remember, they were up 4-1, Rosolska and Mektic.
7-5. Mattek-Sands, Murray.
Mektic ready to pull the trigger. A string of 6 straight points has come to an end. After 12 points, changing ends.
So it's, for me, a contrast right now. You can see this pair here, they're jogging out after a quick sip of some fluids. They know that they've got the slight edge. There's Bethany's husband. But up the other end, there's a bit more of a slow walk. It's almost like a resignation of how close defeat is.
Brilliant.
Clutch overhead from Mektic.
Clutch is right. That is just what this team really needed to be able to, again, not lose any of the points on Rosolska's 2 serves.
She called for it. She got it. And they get the point.
Mattek-Sands, Murray.
They're now 1 point away on the Mektic serve.
9-6. Mattek-Sands, Murray.
What a rally.
And have a look at this expression on Bethany. Those eyes are just lasered on the serve.
9-7. Mattek-Sands, Murray.
Nicola calmly comes up with the big play, keeping his team alive. Second championship point. And boy, they respond. Dire situation. Still down a championship point here on the Murray serve.
Well, I mean, you can't have any
What a great
better.
match.
This is the crowd now recognizing that it's still match point.
Bethany's husband very anxious looking on. Just could not lift it over the net, and we're now 9-all. A comeback under the most extreme pressure from Rosolska and Mektic.
Plenty of tension. And that sip of water there is just to clean the dry throat. That would be for both pairs here. And how well did Rosolska absorb the serve, lofting it over the head of Bethany. Now the consultation, just making sure that they're both aware of where the serve's going to go, where Bethany should move.
Mektic, Rosolska challenging the call on the left baseline. The ball is called out.
Let's have the chase review on such an important point at 9-all in the championship tiebreak. And the shot is out.
10-9.
A fourth chance now for the team of Murray and Mattek-Sands.
2 challenges remaining.
So you can imagine how quickly the pressure now onto Rosolska.
And a second serve to boot. And the Grand Slam champion veterans add another title in their first event playing together. The mixed doubles champions, Bethany Mattek-Sands, Jamie Murray, they win 2-6, 6-3, 11-9 in the championship tiebreak.